It's fine. We'll go another half an hour, and then we'll see.
Okie dokie.
Anyway, welcome back to Miles Edgeworth, Ace Attorney Investigations. I'm Rob. I record.
I'm Death.
That's Lawrence. We have George.
Megog.
And we have Iffy.
I don't want to hear any being held against my will. Please call for help.
I'm sorry, but the only people we've called is Domino's to order 25 pizzas to each country.
No, 50, because it's bilateral.
Bilateral symmetry. If you order pizzas to one side of the country, you got to order pizzas to the other.
Otherwise, a war will start.
Otherwise, they will spark an international incident.
International pizza incident. Mr. Albert, I request you testify once more.
So there's anything else for me to testify about?
I still get to fully prove it with Mr. Albert and Mr. Cochin. Well, I would like to hear about your movements before the murder occurred. I wonder if you could tell us about what you did here at the Theatrum Neutralis.
Very well. I suppose I could tell you about that.
I refuse.
Because about all I did was watch the Steel Samurai stage show.
But elaborating on even that alone is good enough for me. The only way for me to place this man under arrest is to pinpoint the exact location of where the murder took place, for that's the key to this investigation. I'm getting water. Be back in a second.
Ready? Bing, bing. Sorry, go on.
How dare you! I watched from the last row. The stage was well lit, but it was dark out in the audience.
Look, listen to this tune, George.
Jamming, yo! I swear, I was there in the audience, but it's hard to prove that, I suppose. I do remember the contents of the show very well, though. Is that proof enough for you? Those moving scenes were seared into an old man's heart. I'll never forget them.
So you were in the theatre watching the Steel Samurai show proper, were you?
Of course I was. It was a good-ass show. I have a great fondness for the Steel Samurai.
Oh. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Oh, shit. I forgot his voice.
Johnny Bravo.
Look, baby. Oh, it's pretty cool up there, wasn't I? I just got killed in another game because I was being distracted.
You're not the one who was cool. It was the Steel Samurai who was cool.
Yeah, and the Steel Samurai's special finishing move today was really something, huh?
Hey, Edgy, where's she? Who's this stupid cute girl?
She's been standing here this whole time, and only now he notices her. Her name is Kay Faraday, and she's not single.
What? Sorry, I didn't get myself to introduce myself earlier, but better late than never.
Yes, okay. I'm very books.
Silence in the peanut galleries. There is no time for trivialities at a time like this. Mr. Prosecutor, this is the final battle. You got that?
I know. This is the end.
I know.
My only friend. But that man is there. Now
that's the kind of thing I like to hear. I think I'll give trusting you a try, Mr. Prosecutor. Or rather, Mr. Edgeworth.
Holy shit, he said my name.
I leave this critical battle up to you, Mr. Edgeworth.
Have no fear. I'll finish the job.
He said draw one staccato.
This really is the end game. I can't believe half my friends have died.
I can't believe he became the Sorcerer Supreme.
The time has come to expose every last one of Mr. Alba's lies.
I can't believe he became the Sorcerer Nacho Supreme.
Prosecutor Strange is in the house.
That sounds like a cool fucking name.
Well, that's always what we need to press here on.
Well, Prosecutor Strange. It's the contents of the show, isn't it?
Yeah, we need to
check his knowledge.
Well, I know the contents of the show as well myself.
That's nice.
I don't care. That's nice.
Give a fuck.
Miles Edgeworth, don't allow yourself to be riled up by him at this important juncture.
Nah, I wasn't trying to let him.
Well, if you ask me, I think I'm the biggest steel samurai expert around here. And do you think the climactic scene of today's show was just totally awesome?
Yes, I remember that well. And that spectacular special move. The way you delivered the final blow against the evil magistrate. Early summoned rain jab. Oh, that scene will live on my heart forever.
Wank.
And that's how it went, huh? I totally forgot about that.
How can you forget your own special moves?
He's a real Kamen Rider, that's why.
That's the special attack.
I'll ride to kick your ass in another voice.
No, sorry, repeat the line.
That's the special attack which the Steel Samurai uses when he's using the Steel Samurai. The Steel Samurai, yeah. The Steel Samurai.
That's when I use myself.
Yes, but he uses himself. Early summer rain jab, he just takes another Steel Samurai from the ether and jabs someone with it.
Yes, and today was the first time they showed it off, was it not? And if I hadn't watched the show, then how could I answer you with the name of the move?
I suppose you're correct, but if you could please elaborate on this point for me. Well, you know what's wrong here, because you're young for sure.
But the problem with the early summer rain jab is the fact that the samurai spear could not be used.
Adam Sandler is a Steve. Sorry, you
Adam Sandler is a Steve.
The special move today was the early summer rain drab. Drab.
What a drab.
What drab?
The drab.
Is that your final answer? For $1 million.
You little irritating gnat!
Who wants to be an ambassador?
Do you think you can trip me up by asking the same question over and over?
That was not my intention. Your testimony is more than sufficient. However, I believe it would be wiser to take a look at this.
The samurai spear, what about it?
This spear actually never made it on stage today.
Excuse me?
Oh shit, here we go again.
Unfortunately for you, the Night Steel Samurai happened to be a goof of a young man with an abundance of useless hot-bloodedness.
The fuck?
Bruh.
Having said that, said useless man bent the spear during his reversal this evening. Okay, do you remember what the Steel Samurai special move was tonight?
It was the Steel Samurai Sushi Slash.
Wrong answer, this game. Correct, because the user couldn't use the spear, a last-minute change was made. Had you really been watching the show, you would have known that the move that was used.
I know what move the Steel Samurai used.
Sorry, what if he?
I know the move the Steel Samurai used, Rob.
What?
Samurai jump. Samurai kick.
What?
Jesus Christ.
I don't remember what that was reference to.
Rider jump, rider kick.
All that. You didn't watch even a single minute of the Steel Samurai stage show tonight, did you?
You're not a true Kamen Rider fan. So if he wasn't watching the show tonight, then it opens up the possibility that he was busy killing Mr. Cochin instead.
Sorry, I'm busy murdering over here.
Here I go killing again.
Oh shit, here I go killing again.
So where were you during the show? I demand an answer. Now.
Here comes the obvious lie. He'll say that he was in his office the entire time.
Oh no, it's even worse. It's coming. Just one
I know what he's gonna do.
I was the villains was going to give an evil laugh. You're so sloppy, and so are your conclusions. I still insist that I watch the show, or most of it in any case.
What do you mean by most of it?
As you see, during the show, I left my seat for a spell to visit the bathroom.
Douchebag.
I assumed that when that dramatic scene was played out on stage.
He's like, he didn't go to the office, he went to the shitter.
That's the lamest excuse I've ever heard of in my life, pal.
And that's dumb to say that.
He got the name of the move wrong. We can't really use that as proof that he didn't watch the show at all.
Oh, curse you, lavatory!
As a fan of the Steel Samurai, I had wanted to watch the entire show. Honest.
As a Steel Samurai fan, for someone who wasn't even in his seat for the climax of the show...
Jesus Christ, it's like Toku fans getting really mad at each other.
You have no right to squeeze out a Steel Samurai fan ever. You don't try to catch in your fucking pants.
I needed to take a shit.
You're not a real fan if you don't watch Kamen Rider in your mother's womb. Fuck off.
Who was that just now?
Oh, Steel Samurai.
What a be young lady.
Larry, what are you doing interrupting me like that?
Yeah, G. Just hold on for a second. I beg you.
No.
Well, fuck you then. You never accept this old man as a Steel Samurai fan. But I totally think he's a Steel Samurai maniac.
Steel Samurai.
No,
I can't read the fucking...
Look, I don't get it.
What exactly is Steel... Semantic, pal.
Samaniac, come on.
A maniac.
I believe he meant to say Steel Samurai Maniac.
Yeah, and trust me, I'm a real fan when I see him because I'm Steel Samurai.
Says the... I will never acknowledge you as the true Steel Samurai, you upstart and great peaceful shit.
What are you getting so worked up over, Mr. Edgeworth? It's just a Kamen Rider.
I will
Just
Samurai kick the shit out of you, Edgeworth.
Cave, get out of my fucking sight!
It appears that the real Steel Samurai recognizes me as a fan. As well as he should, for I am a fan. It is not as though I missed the entire show.
It's the important bits.
It was a most amazing show, filled with the spirit of the young and the young at heart.
The sarcasm dripping from his long wooden nose couldn't run any thicker.
Getting in the room wrong only proves he didn't watch the last scene. What I really need here is something more definitive. Something links Mr. Albert directly to the murder of Mr. Cochin.
You know what, Gramps? You're really something else.
I'm honored to receive such praise from the Steel Samurai, but what is it for?
I was just wondering how you found out about the other summer rain jab. That move was a bit of a secret that only a small portion of the staff know about.
Wait, it was a secret? Larry, wait, what did you say?
Huh? Did I just only stupid again?
Did you say that the other summer
Always,
rain jab was
very
actually a
nice.
secret?
Well, maybe I shouldn't have said secret, but more like we only decided on the name of the movie right before the start of the show.
Right before?
Yeah, Stage Director was going nuts because we were supposed to debut the movie.
Oh, so it's like every one of us, where it's like, you're at the part of the character creation section, where it's like, you gotta decide on your character's name.
Yeah.
You just can't decide it.
About 5 minutes before the show, we threw it up on the dressing room's whiteboard. Now, this summer rain jab, that's kind of how we decided the name of the movie. By the time, I'd already spent the spear, so I guess the whole thing was kind of pointless.
Both you Steel Samurai actors are the same. The director has my complete sympathy.
Wait a minute.
What?
So he bent the spear so he couldn't use it in the show, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if he used the spear, it'd be the early summer rain jab. But
Yeah.
he didn't use it, so it became the whatever something.
The Steel
Sushi
Samurai
jab.
sushi slice.
Yeah.
How is it? You got one fucking question here. If he didn't have a weapon that could slice, how the fuck did he use a slice?
He had a
Yeah.
sword.
And if he's using a spear, why is it a jab?
He has a sword.
He has a sword?
Yeah.
Where?
He was literally accused of the murder of Damask II because of that sword.
I don't fucking like it. I was like, why the fuck is it a jab with a spear? Fuck off.
I mean, you get poke with a spear, don't you?
That's a poke.
And jab in.
A jab is cooler than a poke.
Oh, sorry?
Only some
like
rain
it.
poke
It's
doesn't
stupid.
have the same effect.
No, I think that's like the name, right, George?
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, I thought rain poke.
I mean, jab is a poke, basically.
I'm gonna fucking hurt both of you.
Cool, George.
Anyway, let's continue. Iffy the line.
So basically, because we changed the move to the Sushi Slash, we kind of pretended that the early summer rain jab didn't exist at all. But maybe it'd be bad if someone found out we changed the move, so we made it a secret.
So basically, a gag order was issued for the publicity's sake.
It almost makes the early summer rain jab sound like a lost art.
Which is why I think most of the staff haven't even heard of the move.
Hold those lips of yours still.
I like how Larry ruined the situation, but then just completely fixed it in the span of, what, like 2 minutes?
2 seconds more like.
There it goes, man.
I've done nothing but listen, and from what I can tell, it's all very unrelated to the case. It's also very tedious and a pointless exercise and wasting time, much like a kid's show.
So much for being a Steel Samurai fan, huh?
I guess you just take that like there's no point. Mr. Alba, I believe the one who should be quiet now is you.
How dare you?
I suspect that you've already noticed exactly what the very severe implications of this man's testimony are.
Ha! So you trying to bully me, huh?
Now,
There are no-
that's not to investigations too.
There are not implications to be read into... But there are no implications to be read into a behind-the-scenes story of a kid's show.
Not so fast. Don't even think about trying to slither your way out of this, Kirkus Elba.
Kirkus. That name. You're the one who said it yourself that the name of the move was Early Summer Rain Jab. But that name was only decided upon right before the show was about to start.
Yes, we know Edgeworth.
So, what are you driving at?
That's all right there. And we're
But the
going
name
to
of the move you told us was never used in the show or said aloud.
Now, would you care to tell us about how you found out the name of that move?
Because I can only think of one way you could have known.
Kirkus Alba, this is the only way you could have known the name of the special move.
You saw it.
You knew the name because you saw it. You saw it on the Retro Forum's whiteboard.
Oh boy. Line Goldley.
The staff members who knew were keeping it a secret. So you couldn't have simply gone up to the staff member and asked, "Oh hey, how is the new?" I mean, technically he could have because he is the ambassador. He could have said like, "Hey, if you don't tell me."
Diplomatic community, give me the fucking move name, please.
Oh, no.
Before I go to piss!
Which means that the only other option left is that you saw it on the whiteboard.
So that means that Mr. Alba was found in the waiting room at some point, right?
What's the big deal, sir? I don't see what that means.
You didn't really see that well at all, Gumshoe.
Oh, yeah. I need glasses, but my salary keeps getting cut, so I can't get them.
This is another piece of evidence that has a great deal to do with your dressing room. So we can't afford to let this slide. This relates to both the dressing room and to Mr. Coach's murder.
It's the push cart.
The push cart that was used to move the body was right there in the dressing room. During the show, the push cart awaited its turn to be pushed on the stage into the dressing room. And it was finally pushed there along with the Iron Infant in the last scene of the show. And then right there, the show ended. It went into the Alabaster along with the Steel Samurai. Which means that the only time the killer could have placed the body was inside the pushcart was when the pushcart was in the dressing room backstage.
But basically, the killer has to be someone who visited the dressing room during the show.
Precisely.
Oh, but wait, what if, and this is just a what if the murder didn't take place in the dressing room?
What do you mean, Kay?
I have to admit she brings up a bad possibility. During the show, the dressing room was supposed to be devoid of people.
Anyone going into the private dressing room would stand out like a sore thumb.
But despite that, the killer still managed to move the body of his postcard.
Correct, and it's because of this setup of the theatre's dressing room that it would be an ideal location for the murder of Mr. Manicoshin. Carcass hour, during the show, you went down into the dressing room. And I want to know why.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I was there. I went into the dressing room. I knew it. I'm placing you under arrest right now, pal. You got that? Arrest.
Do you even know how to spell arrest, Gumshoe?
It doesn't. Not so fast.
How do you know he doesn't know how to spell?
How'd you know that? What is it now? Don't I deserve a chance to explain myself?
Explain? What is there to explain? Oh, here comes some more bullshit.
Yeah, if he can justify why he was in the dressing room, then there's no problem.
No, it's stupid.
I believe I told you earlier that I went to the bathroom. Well, I got lost when I did.
Fucking bullshit. It's your embassy!
It's his embassy, what the fuck?
I'm senile. I'm insane. I played crazy.
So not only is he claiming that he dropped the biggest floater, he claims that he got lost in the place where he never leaves.
I wanted to ask for directions, but when I opened the dressing room door, no one was inside. And that's when I saw the name of the move on the whiteboard.
You punk! Still trying to get out of this!
Do you really think you can get away at this point? Mr. Edgeworth, isn't there anything you can do to stop him?
No, I don't have enough evidence on hand to do anything. I don't have the airtight evidence I need to put this man away for good. If that's what I need, then perhaps. Agent Lang, I believe an investigation of the dressing room is in question in order. It's possible that we may find new evidence there.
Your mic is muffling slightly.
Ah, 1 second.
Yeah.
Am I sound normal now?
Kind of the same, really. But it's fine. Hey, go on, George.
Yeah, if Mr. Edgeworth pokes around in here, I'm sure he'll find some new facts, pal.
Better?
Yeah, much better. Oh, and if we use Little Thief, we may even learn a little something from recreation.
Not so fast!
I blowed on the mic.
Okay, that's fine.
We don't need to do any of that.
What? Wolfie, how could you?
I'm not saying this to be mean. It's just that we've already searched there. My men really are something else.
Has he found nothing?
There's only one thing I can say to you, sis, and it's that they found nothing. That's it.
I guess you're right. They had found something, they would have reported it to us.
I couldn't find anything because there was nothing there to find.
And if there's no input of feed into Little Thief, then I can't do much to help either.
Is this the end, my only friend? The murder took place in the theatre, which is not protected under any extraterritorial rights. And the fact that it was Mr. Albert himself who committed the murder... I can't prove both statements to be true. Mr. Albert walks away a free man. Not really, but sure. Is there no other course of action left to us?
It would appear that your hand of cards has turned out to be a bust. Now, if you'll excuse me, because of you people, I missed my flight.
I have to book another one.
Now I must make haste to arrange a new one.
Well, who is it this time? Hold it right there, you whippersnappers!
Ah, first Larry, and now you!
What is it with that scary mobster-like scowl on your face, Edgy Poo? You're not a mobster! Though you probably could be the leader of a mafia.
From the underground to beat your ass.
Don't treat me like I'm some sort of nuisance, even though that's absolutely what I am. I've been meaning to say this, but all of you keep talking about things I don't get at all. You're all leaving this lady in the sad, depressing, lonely dust that I'm about to cry in.
Good, stay there. Why don't you speak up right now at this instant?
But you know what, Edgy Poo? Cheer up, because I'm about to give you the most wonderful thing.
The most wonderful thing? from you.
It's so super special that I couldn't give it away to anyone, you know.
Now, I don't want to be a fancy pants, but there's a contradiction between these two statements.
Ah, my special present of love to my sweet edgy poo. Are you ready? Is this hot dog?
It's. I can't believe it turns out that I can't believe it turned out that when the old bag was one of those.
Ha! She gave you her weenie.
Books of samurai dogs, right?
Yeah, so edgy poo, here you go on and eat one and you'll feel as right as rain.
Did you just give me a sandwich?
I mean,
yes.
Holy shit.
Are we through here?
No, Alpha, shut up.
Why did everyone get so quiet all of a sudden? I only gave him a sandwich. Edgy poo, tell me you understand the depths of this lady's love for you. I'm not one to hand out snacks willy-nilly, you know. No, sir. The thought occurred to me that maybe you would be good if I fed you and made sure that you were nice and full. One day it's my dream to serve you some of my own homemade food. I mean, isn't it the desire of every woman to make sure that their beloved never goes hungry? And that's what I wanted to experience. I'll tell you one thing, though. Time goes there to say about today's ingredients. Mr. Edward, can't you do anything about her?
There is no power on Earth that can force that woman into silence.
But I'm so sick and tired of it. All you people do is look down on me.
Is he fencing?
Yeah. Even this box of samurai dogs played me for a fool. It had a special design on it. I just found like the Japanese flag, so I thought it was special. But when I ate one, it tasted just like the rest. Ooh, it made me so mad.
Wait, a special box with a Hinomaru-like fan on it. I've never heard of such a piece of merchandise existing before.
It's the Japan dog.
However, there it is. The red rising sun on this fan is filled in. Is it possible? Could it be? After the show, the samurai dogs are piled on top of up on the dressing room floor. However, there is no such thing as a rising sun dog. This contradiction of facts is between something that should not exist and yet does.
As Adrian says, he munches on his hot dog.
Yeah, he's eating hot dogs right now because this is good fucking shit.
He finally got his sandwich.
It's not quite what he wanted, but it's what he needed.
He got his sandwich.
The rays from this rising sun may just be what we need to point us in the right direction.
Pleasant. Iffy.
see how big we basically told us to play delivery boys. We were supposed to hand the dogs off to the emissary people and tell them, hey, what's going on? I had to pile them into all these push carts just to move them all.
Can I just say, so this is how a bug kid was produced? From Mega Man.
Jesus.
I believe you understand what this means, correct? You kill Mr. Coach at this theatre and then place his body inside the push cart. And then you force Cesare to riskily move the body for you. It's time to produce the further pieces of the never just present girl. No matter how fragile or small the connections may be, once you've found them all, the way to the truth will be revealed. And eaten.
Alright, we connect samurai dogs with Buddy in the pushcart. Body in the pushcart!
Pushing the cart with the body in there.
And the survey says...
The killer used the pushcart to transport the body. Also, I just realised something.
What's up?
How does Edward make eating noises in the middle of his talking when he's using inner thought dialogue?
He thinks in food. That's how much he wanted his sandwich.
Which means that they had to root up samurai dogs from within first. I have no clue how they did that. Therefore, the samurai dogs, they were piled up on the dressing room floor. They were most likely taken out of the pushcart by the killer. I can't do eating and speaking.
I mean, you're doing fine so far. Only two pieces of logic to connect, I guess.
That which should not exist. This box of stuff, not someone, if I hit a wall on it.
That's not getting. That
sounds like you're about to vomit now.
Yeah, he's eating too many hot dogs. This is Red Riding Sun. Was filled in when he was the dogs from the pushcart. So it was the killer who let the dogs out. Then it's proved that the murder took place in the dressing room. As long as this red substance turned out to be what I believe it is to be. Wendy Oldbag. I thank you for the sandwich. What you have given to me is truly something very special, and I rarely say this.
Angie Pro!
Mr. Edgeworth, are you sure you're feeling okay, sir?
Gumshoe, this is the first time I've eaten in like literally 3 days. Mr. Albert, as I suspect, you killed Mr. Coach in the dressing room. I was waiting a long time for that sandwich.
How many times must I listen to you repeat yourself?
Gorge on sandwiches.
Oh, are you eating them too?
I can't. My own teeth. I can only eat blended sandwiches.
Bless you, Carl.
Haven't you figured it out yet? Your words are meaningless, worthless, powerless. The only way I'm going to continue to cooperate is with some definite evidence.
My words aren't powerless. Can they do this? Makes objection simple.
What the fuck? That's arrogance. That's self-confidence. You believe that you erased every piece of evidence that could incriminate you? However, there remains one piece here, and it will put you away for good.
You're bluffing.
I am no Phoenix Wright.
But you're Phoenix wrong!
Hey, Mr. Prosecutor. It sounds like you finally found them. You finally found the fangs we need to go after this guy's jugular. So tell us, what about that box of samurai dogs is gonna put the old man away?
Lang, it's not me who's missing teeth. I'm pretty sure it's Mr. Alba over here, and he's got them right in his mouth.
Blended samurai dog.
The trace evidence that will bring him down lies here, of course.
Time for the Hinomaru. Oh, wait, hold on.
Death by Hinomaru. This box of samurai dogs with the Rising Sun fan on it. They should never existed. So I want to take a good look at this red spot. It's a single drop of blood.
Huh? What?
Blood, you say?
Agent Lang, I'd like this blood to be analysed post-haste.
I've got to admit, I'm a bit surprised. I can't believe we found blood in a place like this. Hey you, get this down to the lab pronto.
But why was there blood on the box to begin with?
If you think about the flow of the crime, I think the reason will become obvious. Now, you said that you transported the samurai dogs with the push cart, correct?
Yeah. You have a great memory, Edgy.
Unlike you.
Car was a bit too big for my son, you know what I mean? To make sure everyone could see him, had to pile some stuff in. Figured the samurai dogs were there, so I used them to fill up the cart.
If what I say is true, then what are the boxes doing on the floor? Does this mean that the body was literally on the show?
I don't think so. Maybe.
Lang?
Oh, I see. The killer took them out in order to place the body in the pushcart.
Did you finally put your glasses back on, Lang?
Sorry.
I was chazzing it up in the corner, I'm sorry.
Chazzing. So, no, it's Lang it up.
Lang it up.
Lang.
I was langing.
Exactly, and that is when I believe the victim's blood found its way onto that box.
But when my men investigated that room, not a single box of samurai dogs was in there, because embassy staff members had already confiscated them.
Yes, we'd have to hide the evidence of the murder.
It's a good thing Miss Oldbag managed to steal that one box before they got to them, huh? Looks like Miss Oldbag also managed to put this great thief to shame. What a scandalous way of putting that. I didn't steal, I received it from myself.
It was a gift from me to me. Clovis, I'd say this is one very fatal oversight on your part. Objection.
Sorry to rain on your little love fest, however.
How can you be so confident in a no-suing situation for him like this?
Even if that blood turns out to be what Mr. Cochin, then what?
So, Mr. Edgeworth, it sounds like he's not ready to call it quits yet, huh?
The top of evidence I was left at the scene of the crime. That alone shed light on a new fact. At the very least, we now have proof that the murder occurred in the dressing room.
And? You say that like it means something.
It means because you went to the dressing room, you can actually be arrested, dipshit.
Huh?
Iffy.
Oh, it's Mr.
Excuse me, sirs.
You're the guy examining that guy's ass in that last case.
Yes, indeed.
Report! What were the results of the analysis?
He had a good ass, sir.
I bet the blood.
It was this big.
It was this big, sir. Sir, the analysis came back and confirmed that the red substance is, in fact, ketchup.
I knew it! Wait, what?
It's just old-fashioned ketchup. Quite tasty, actually.
Either way, with this, Kirkus Alba...
Mr. Edgeworth, I wonder if you might humor my question.
I don't know why I was saying Mr. Edgeworth, because I'm Edgeworth.
The one from before, or have you forgotten? You know that is Mr. Cochin's blood. What difference would it make?
Not so fast! Like we were already told you, it proves that the crime scene was that dressing room.
But it doesn't prove that I am your killer, does it?
That's...
No, he has a very good point. The blood in that box doesn't prove that Mr. Alba is the killer.
But then, this evidence, it's meaningless.
It can't be. We were so close, sir.
I want to smack that smug look off his face. Come on, there's got to be something we can do.
We finally found a solid piece of evidence, and obviously I can expose it. I can't think of a single thing.
You could say you can't defeat Tree Man, Mr. Edgeworth.
Who's that? It's too late. I won't allow anyone to stop me now. It wasn't me, pal.
It wasn't me this time either.
It wasn't me either.
It's the forensics guy, isn't it?
Yeah.
It was me.
Why did you...
Because I haven't finished reporting everything to you yet, sir.
Dipshit, let me finish. There's more.
Fucking bitch.
What? Hurry up and spit it out!
Yes, sir. That blood I mentioned. I mean, ketchup. Not the same blood type as the victim's blood.
What?
No.
Shit.
What?
What do you mean it's not the same type? You mean it's not the victim's blood? If it isn't his, then who the hell's is it?
I mean, fuckers, let me finish, for fuck's sake, sir. I don't know. All I know is that it's not the same blood type as the victim, sir.
What should we do now, Mr. Edgeworth? I have no idea what's what anymore.
Meanwhile, neither do I.
This case has gone too long.
My, what an amusing turn of events.
I find this very cathartic.
That drop of blood proves something to be true, right? Namely, my words.
And which one of your words would that be?
The ones where I said that your words are meaningless, worthless, and powerless. That blood has nothing to do with the murder investigation whatsoever.
Is that what he does when he tries to run against democracy? Your words are meaningless, worthless, and powerless.
What are you?
It's just his campaign slogan.
What are you, the opposite of Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragons?
Vote Albert 2024. Need to remind you that the blood got into that little box long before it entered my embassy.
What sort of nonsense?
Yeah, it's blood, pal. There's no way it's related to the murder. So would you like to believe? But what if someone preparing the samurai dogs had a small nosebleed? What then? I guess that's possible.
He really liked those samurai dogs.
Have we been wasting our time on a red herring?
The blood doesn't belong to anyone connected to the case. That should be clue enough.
Kirkus Alba, you bastard!
Oh shit, he swore in the game?
Silence! Don't you ever address me with such filthy word again!
We've been swearing to
I can't believe he just told me not to swear in class.
I've wasted enough time here with you, and you have your answers. Now let me through.
Not so
Before I
fast!
thrust my guns.
Alba, it doesn't matter where you run off to. You'll never escape me. Someday I'll have the satisfaction of sinking my fangs into you, you'll see. And all of Interpol will be behind me working to see it when that day comes.
Do you know what your words sound like to me? They sound like the whinings of a pathetic loser, of a mutt.
Ow!
It's been called a mutt, bitch. Is this really the extent of all we can do? Is the blood really from someone completely unrelated to the case? Or is there another possibility? Someone else other than the victim? Just when I thought I had him backed into a corner, it is I who has been backed into one.
For fuck's sake, Edgeworth.
In a situation like this, what would this man do? What would he who can turn any desperate situation around do?
Turn it around.
That's not my voice!
Turn it around, Mr. Edgeworth.
Well,
Look at it
that's the box.
from a different angle.
Right! Get the fuck out! Get the fuck out!
But Edgeworth,
Out of here!
it's not about whose blood is this.
Continue.
It's whose blood could get into the box like this. And if you think about it that way, Mr. Edgeworth.
I should have bought 2 bowls.
Come on, think, Mr. Edgeworth.
I hope you heard the scuffle.
Yeah, I saw it. I heard it.
You saw it? How did you see? I didn't have a camera on.
Who's that?
Oh shit, contradiction! I
If
heard
the
it.
blood got onto the box when the body was being placed into the pushcart,
Yes?
the owner of the said blood must have been in the dressing room at the time. And there was only one person that could be. It was you, Phoenix Wright. You're guilty.
I'm not even here. What the...
Well, now stop me, I can go. Well, I must praise you for trying so hard.
You're try-hard, bitch.
It's because of you kids I was removed from the center stage. And will be forced to live the rest of my life in the shadows, unfortunately. But it's not a total loss, as the underworld will allow more freedom than you'll ever know.
As he legitimately just says, the underworld.
Freedom like what the raven feels as it flies through the dark night sky. You can't lay a finger on me. Not now or ever. The arm of the law is powerless before me.
Powerless, is it? I wouldn't be so sure about that if I were you.
What do you mean?
Allow me to describe you in one word. Pitiful.
Good word, Edgeworth.
Pitiful?
Shut up, right.
How so?
I'm here with you, Edgeworth.
Shut up in the right. Kirkus Owl, your wings were clipped long ago. I'm someone who's trying to fly away on with them without noticing that fact. Pitiful is the perfect word to describe you.
Mere words.
What do you mean by his wings are clipped, Mr. Edgeworth?
Just what do you think it means, Kay? We already caught him in our trap a while back. With an incredibly powerful, definitive piece of evidence.
Mr. Prosecutor, care to speak in English?
Me no comprenda.
hablo inglés. Sorry. What are you talking about? What piece of evidence?
The piece I speak of is, of course...
The most racist shit I've heard from both of you.
Mi no hablo inglés. How's that
Yeah,
racist?
I'm very disappointed in both of you.
How's that racist?
And I say me no comprado.
Disappointed in...
Nej, angliski, mluvitecheski.
Jesus Christ. Anyway. But we know that it's not from the victim. I don't see how it remains relevant to the case at all.
Miss Von Carr, I believe that is exactly why it's important in this case. And the part that is the most important is the fact that it's not the victim's blood. If you're looking a little pale, good. Then I believe you're already aware of what I mean.
Then you know who the blood belongs to?
Of course I do. This piece of evidence is the irrefutable proof that will stop the killer in his tracks. The blood that Sully's box samurai dogs belongs to this person.
Carcass Alba. He's 72.
Jesus. The blood of the rising top of this box belongs to you, Carcass Alba.
What?
What?
Why is his blood on the box of samurai dogs? He's not even a victim.
The blood belongs to the box when Mr. Coach's body was being loaded into the pushcart. At that time, the only two people in the dressing room were the victim and his killer.
So that's what you mean. If the blood doesn't belong to the victim.
Since there is only one other person it could belong to.
Yes, that person is the murderer himself. That's the only logical conclusion.
But Mr. Kojin was the one who was stabbed, sir. Or Mr. Alba had been the one who was bleeding.
While doing the murder, Mr. Coaching had fallen back.
You know, like an average person. You mean it before Mr. Alba could kill him, Mr. Cochin managed to wound Mr. Alba?
Mr.
I
Kovac!
believe we have a piece of evidence that proves he was bleeding then. I wonder what the evidence is.
Couldn't possibly be
no.
Ambassador Alba's fucking wound.
Yeah, but I just realised a contradiction.
What?
He's no longer Ambassador Alba. You're fucked.
Oh no.
Mr. Alba, you bear a great wound on your body.
No, Ambassador Alba was wounded. Normal Alba's fine. That was when Mr. Mars 2 attacked me with a pair of scissors.
He's allowed to run with those.
Yeah, and that happened way after he was in the dressing room.
Ah, but that's what really happened. You can manufacture a weapon by smearing blood on it, so I can't just accept that as a fact. So I try a test with Alba and see what shape of your wound matches the scissors.
You really are something else, Mr. Edgeworth. You don't let a single thing slip by, no matter how insignificant the possibility.
You're one to talk, Mr. Alba, the one who keeps stating that he's gone to the bathroom.
Well, I need to go now.
You've managed to give the law the slip for 10 years as smuggling leader, and you're not going to the bathroom now. No matter the danger, you can hide every last ounce of fear and anxiety from everyone. You truly are a one-of-a-kind criminal.
I'm the master of my fear.
He was in the fucking army.
However, to think that a person such as you could miss such a large thing.
You believe I overlooked something?
You said that my wound was caused by Mr. Cochin. And that it was caused here in one of the theater's dressing rooms, right?
Yes, that is correct.
I'd like to point out that it's simply not possible. My wound is a stab wound, and one could only have come from a blade.
Scissors, a blade.
I wonder if you will propose such a weapon, where such a weapon came from.
Ah, this theater was packed with security guards. It would have been impossible for anyone to come into this area with a weapon of any sort.
Not so fast. Just as Mr. Alba was able to bring in the alabaster knife in a bouquet, there must have been some other way to sneak in a weapon of some sort.
But as long as you can't prove what the other way is. All you can talk about is Mr. Cogent stabbing me is pure nonsense. So, if that offer way does exist, you'll better hurry and tell me now.
With pleasure.
Wait, what?
This piece of evidence shows how Mr. Cogent brought a weapon into this theatre. The key.
Yeah, sure, let me find it. There it is.
Among law enforcement, this key is known as the Yatagarazu's key.
That key!
That's the key that my father stole from here 7 years ago.
And it's very unique in that it is both a key and a knife, and a key and a knife. I mean, under the guise of a key, it could be easily brought into the theatre.
And a spoon! And a fork! And a spork!
None of those, Albert. You can dispose of the knife that stabbed you. Therefore, you wipe off the blood and place it back in Mr. Cogent's pocket. After all, the key itself opens the safe in his office. And inside the safe, there was a document about Cadopian paper signed by Mr. Cogent. In order to make it look like Mr. Cogent died as the leader of the smuggling ring. You estimate, so the police were the ones who opened that office safe. But it was actually me. And all that hard work to save yourself only served to destroy you in the end. Shall we try matching this knife's blade with your wound, Mr. Kirkus Alba? It's time.
Ready, George?
And that's what some may call the coup de grace.
Impossible! You can't take me down! Swine, all of you! Especially Manny Cochin. This was all because of that man's betrayal. He sought to steal control of the smuggling ring from me by removing me as ambassador. Which is why he deserved to die bearing the guilt of all my crimes for me. That's why I sent out the Yatagarazu's card and how this incident was born. Manny was supposed to be the smuggling ring's leader who was killed by the Yatagarazu. But I had yet another reason, yet another story that was supposed to play out. Manny's death was supposed to bring everything to a close. And I would have gotten away with it too, if it wasn't for you meddling prosecutors.
And the dumb dog, Lang.
Mr. Alba, I'm afraid now is not time for Scooby-Doo jokes. But there's one more question I forgot to ask. This country's all Alabas. Which country's cause would you like to face first? Either way, it's game over for you. The literal light from this tree is being sucked out.
Jesus Christ. Fucking hell, George.
You're welcome.
What the fuck?
The literal light got sucked out.
Yeah.
You sucked them dry, holy shit.
Ooh, that's it. The big day. It's Mr. Alba's trial today.
And next week he's scheduled standing trial in his own country of Alabast. Hey, later made a choice. Francisco taking that one. I said you'll be serving a full crowd of whiplashes at it.
Having to face Miss Von Karma in court right after facing you, sir. I didn't even want to think what that would be like.
It would be like being put to trial by me and then being taken to the trial by Francisco Von Karma.
I caught a glimpse of Mr. Alba as he was being escorted into the courthouse. And boy, he looked about as glum as I do the day before I get my monthly paycheck.
It's a monthly paycheck? It's a monthly paycheck to me or to you?
It's written to the workplace.
You know what I've been thinking.
That's a first.
That flight attendant and even Mr. Portsman were all Mr. Alba's secret agents.
Correct. That smuggling was the common thread between all the Kinsolents. Camille was to provide support during smuggling ops, using her job as an attendant. And Mr. Portsman was to manipulate trials related to their ring to end in their favour.
I fly airlines and even the prosecutor's office. No one was safe from the smuggling ring, sir.
I expect to know even more members of the string spread throughout the world.
Yeah. Sounds like such a big job that I can't even begin to imagine what it's like.
Well, yeah, it's you, Gumshoe. Of course you can't imagine.
It's not very nice.
But what is it, Detective?
Yeah, nothing. It's just... Well, come to think of it. Mr. Ernest Amano's trial is also scheduled for later today, sir.
I'm aware of that. Mr. Amano has been working with the smuggling ring for over 10 years now. He used the Amano Group's various connections worldwide to assist the ring. But all of that has come to an end as its conglomerate is now undergoing harsh security.
Scrutiny.
I owe Mr. Amano a debt of gratitude, but he must pay his debt to society.
Well, the arrest of both Mr. Alba and Mr. Amano. I guess that about wraps up the AKGA incident as well, huh?
I suppose so. The real killer in the KG incident 10 years ago was Manny Cochin. And 7 years ago, the killer in the second KG incident was Mackerel. Those two facts are the unshakable truth. However, it seems that a lot of effort was put into hiding these and other truths from us. And I'm exposing all these trials here today.
You're solving cases left right today, aren't you, sir?
It's CTU and Dead Man. I feel especially sorry for Dead Man. But at least he was ready. Perhaps now, these two brave souls who tried to make the truth known. Yes, the bravest of souls, Dead Man.
This is not car
Brave
accident.
to have a name like that.
Don't stop me about car accident, because that's an actual name that you lose in a later game.
Jesus.
These two brave souls who tried to make the truth known can rest in peace. Fuck you, Phoenix Wright crosses over with Professor Layton.
Oh boy.
We're not playing that one of those though. By the way, I received some gifts from Master Polino. Shrimp, crab, beef, Tetris 99. I don't need any of these, so I'm giving them to you.
I get to eat a crab, sir? Seriously, sir?
I mean,
Wait.
you're fair. Crab is expensive in some places.
Yeah.
Wait, actually, I don't think I want them anymore.
Gumshoe, you heresy.
You discarded the crab. I can't do this anymore. The way you're holding them, don't tell me they're just coupons, sir.
Captain Gumshoe, have you not read the paper recently? Ever since the country stayed in Cordoba again, the colony has changed.
Really?
And it seems that Ambassador Polino has reaped a few of the benefits from his own from it.
He's now making his own Battle Royale game.
He called it Tetris Fortnite.
Yes. For $29.99.
I was gonna go with Apex Legends, but fair enough.
At least it's a unique game.
Apex Tetris 99.
At least Apex Tetris. Sorry, don't you Apex Poyo 99.
Apex Night 99.
Apex Poyo. He's been announced as the new
Apex 99.
He has been announced as the official ambassador for the newly reunified Cadopia.
Hey, rooting for Polino.
Oh, what a pity. Even though every item he sent is a treasure, you don't seem all that interested. Well, if you don't want them, I can give them to my lovely assistant, Kay.
Wait, that's not what I said. So, Mr. Edgeworth, let me have them, sir. Actually, come to think of it, where is Kay? How come she's still not here?
Hey, you've got to be more alert than that.
Eh?
I can't believe you didn't notice. I was even mimicking Mr. Edgeworth's voice for a bit, even though I did not do any of that.
I totally didn't notice you or realize that voice was you.
Gumshoe, how did you not notice Kay there? That's more of your salary cuts.
Langsy says, ferocious love blooms with each new spring.
So, Lime, could you please elaborate that statement a bit more? What the fuck are you on about?
No.
I'm pleasantly surprised to see you here again, though. Have you come to give me my sandwich at long last?
It's been a long time since I set foot in the courthouse, but I wasn't going to miss watching the guy who screwed up my country finally get what's coming to him. Well, that and something else. I want to see you in action in court.
Is that so, Agent Lang?
We flushed out all of the counterfeit bills so Jane Foss finally get peace again.
How did you do that?
And it's all thanks to you. I just want to say, thanks. Also, we figured out we could just burn the money.
Did you burn all the money?
That sounds like a terrible economic decision, sir.
Wow, I never thought I'd see the day, old Wolfie says thanks to Mr. Edgeworth.
I should be the one thanking you, Agent Lang. If you hadn't negated Mr. Elba's extraterritorial rights, I would not have been able to bring him to trial.
To be fair, couldn't they just print extra bills of the money that they burned?
Yeah, that still going to cost a lot of paper, dude.
Yeah. But paper's like, you could afford paper. Money is a bit different.
Have you seen those trees?
I think that's part of the job of the mint.
sorry. Fucking.
Carry
Then
on,
far, the
Lawrence.
economy has recovered, but its tree population has severely dwindled.
Jesus Christ.
I believe the victory belongs to both of us in this case.
A shared victory, huh?
I hate it.
Don't get me wrong. I still never forgive you, prosecutors. And I have zero interest in that truth thing you talk about in court. What the fuck is that? It's not like it's my job or anything. I've always done things my own way, and that's not about to change, you got that?
I see. Well, I believe you should follow your own creed when you do your job.
Yeah, and if there's ever someone your precious truth can't catch, feel free to sit around and cry about it all you want. But as for me, I'm gonna get that person no matter what.
Alright. It's about time for the trial to start. I will see you later.
I'll be watching the performance from the gallery. I'm looking forward to this.
I'm prepared for a whole ton of ticket tape for today's victory.
It's canon.
I'll help throw some around when Mr. Edgeworth wins.
It's canon. Yeah. It's time up.
It's...
Time up.
Oh, that's fine. Like, it's gonna finish soon anyway.
Hope you got enough, because I'm going to call my men as well.
A modest amount of ticket tape goes a long way. The scene shifts to the courtroom, and the final act of this long tale begins. Unfortunately, we don't get to play this part. The legend of the Great Yatagarasu is the story of those who chose to dedicate their lives to the pursuit of truth. But that is auto-scrolling. Prosecutors are those who see a guilty verdict for the defendants they meet. And to that end, you have no choice but to win by any means necessary. That creed was forced onto me ever since I was very young. However, I no longer need to think that's all prosecutors are. And that is because I'm literally in this courtroom alone. Does that mean I already won? Where is everyone? Even though I've only been away from the country for so short time, I feel as though it's been a lifetime since I set foot in one. And today, more than every other day, I feel I'm fighting rising within me. Objection, bitch. Time to go for
The
people.
credits.
Oh, so now,
It's just the credits.
it's people.
Yeah, I know, but like, I'm not gonna voice all of them. Because besides, it's the end of the game.
Send them on eBay.
This was Miles Edgeworth Investigations. Oh god, the fucking sound cuts out at the last second. This is Miles
Not that it matters.
This is Miles Edgeworth Investigations. We'll see you next time in Miles Edgeworth Investigations 2. Prosecutor's Path. See you around.
Bah.
Bye-bye.
Bah.
Babal.
Meanwhile,